EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. Here's third and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end, Schultz. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down. To throw is Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run with Mixon. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Here's Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8, setting up 2nd and 2. Stroud to throw. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. A short gain there, down to the 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll go right back to Mixon. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Smith to throw on first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Walker. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That'll be returnable from the 35. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Digs on the reception. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. He'll push forward for about a yard. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Mixon. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5. On the give, this is Mixon. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're up.
And he'll take it on in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Jalen Darden now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. Smith, quick one to Metcalf. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's complete to lock it outright. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll run here with Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Smith. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
They'll try and run it with Walker. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on second down, Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Gino. That one taken in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Texans first down. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw, it's Stroud. That's to the right side and incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return is Darden. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it's going to be third down.
The receiver did his part. He creates really nice separation at the top of the route, but he just runs out of room on the sideline. I think the quarterback's thinking, get that ball out of my hand a little bit quicker, and I got myself a completion.
Got a man. It's Lockett. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down. First down, Seattle. The tight end Fant in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On 2nd down, Smith. Lockett wide open. They lost him. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Play action now. It's Geno.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second and goal. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he will power his way into the end zone. Geno Smith, touchdown Seahawks. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Texans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Now a 3rd and 2. Stroud going to set up to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep is Jalen Darden. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Gino now on 1st and 10. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. The Seahawks offense going to take over just before the half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The throw on the run is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Smith now. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On first down, it's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he gets that one complete to Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Stroud. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Bit of a letdown there. I mean, after that incompletion now, Mike, they find themselves giving the ball back. They're only down 8, so every single time they possess the ball, it's an opportunity to maybe get this thing back to all tied up. But every time they don't take advantage of a possession, it's another opportunity lost, and they've got to find a way. When they get the ball back, they've got to go chase some points.
Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Kalen Bullock there on the tackle. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seahawks.
They put the tight end Brown in motion. First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Smith will give it to Charbonnet. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. There's a toss to the left, and it's Charbonnet. Finding space at the 15. And he'll be taken down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
From the gun, it's Gino. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Smith. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Geno Smith, touchdown Seattle. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Texans 13.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
On play action, Stroud. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Now, Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down for Houston.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They will work the middle with Mixon. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll go. It's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Reek Woolen. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Smith. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Here now, 3rd and 5. Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
They'll run it on first down with Charbonnet. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Schultz is the motion man. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to throw, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the ground, it's Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man, complete to Dell. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On the option, they give it to Mixon. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Here's Stroud. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Texans. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use them than down here on the goal line.
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return is Darden. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They go play action with Smith. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down is Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
On 2nd down, Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, Gain of 6, and it sets up third down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Lockett. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's the option, running right, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Once again, it's Walker. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. On the handoff, this is Walker. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Stroud to throw here on first down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud to the left side into the hands of Collins. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Texans first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
On first down, it's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Here we go. One final play. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everyone.